As the tourism sector embarks on a restoration mission amidst the epidemic, continuous talks are being held on what additional systems can be put in place to contain transmission of the virus at the regional level. President of the Tourism and Hospitality Association of Guyana, Mitra Ramkumar, during the State of Regional Tourism webinar held on Tuesday, underscored the need for appropriate testing protocols to be established at the various regional checkpoints. He opined that as part of the protocols, regional health personnel should be better able to liaison with each other.
Where we look at the regions, for example, although you have screening point at different regions, we need to know what happens. What happens if you enter that screening point and someone temperature is high, or if there is testing available, someone get test positive, then what happens to them? We cannot discard these people. These are human beings. So they need to have a system.
Ramkumar alluded to the re-entry protocol, which is currently in place for repatriated Guyanese. The procedure requires them to be retested for COVID-19. He highly recommends the efficient model, which is currently being used in Barbados.
Barbados have a system where you'll be taken to a facility where you will remain there until you're well to continue your journey back home. So that is the message I believe us as a destination need to have in one place, and it could actually cover all the regions as well. And so that information now can be shared with everyone, and there's no shortcut to this. If we're going to open this industry, we can have all the will in the world, but if we do not have a functioning and a proper health system, health protocol, health facilities, then we're not going to get.
Also presenting at the webinar were representatives from regional tourism committees who lamented the slothful pace at which businesses in the tourism sector are operating. Other regional representatives reported low occupancy levels, revenue decline, and staff dismissal, as well as cancellation of events due to the pandemic. They also joined in calling for relief and waivers of some taxes and water and electricity relief for tourism service. The tourism sector has been hard hit following the implementation of measures to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 locally. Hoteliers were forced to close their doors after the airports were closed on March 18. Bars, resorts, and wedding halls follow suit on the heels of restrictions on public gatherings, which were first imposed in April. Hundreds of employees were furloughed indefinitely because of dwindling finances. Businesses in the sector are yet to receive stimulus packages. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce Oneid Waldron informed the participants of the webinar that the government has pledged to provide tangible assistance to revive the sector.
Government is committed to supporting your response and our response and the recovery from the pandemic with tangible assistance, and which includes financial help. What we require is just sound and equitable inclusive plans for response to address the welfare of not only the business owners, but also welfare of the employees and the communities that you represent at large.
Temika Rodney reporting for the HDP Nightly News.